XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. Just want to give a quick update. If you refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was exactly within this move, we mentioned if you want to look for trade, we can have entry above the top. Anyway, after that there was a drop and the price reversed. If anyone is still they get the trade by having entry above the top, they should move their stop. I mean, they should take out the trade in the break even. If they can move their stop loss to break even, if not, take out the trade in the break even. Mostly they should take out the trade because the price was consolidating for a few hours. Okay, and now want to see what's the next. As we can see, the way it's moving is really corrective. Can we expect this one give us a correction for continuation? If the price continues similar to what we have here, mostly we can look for trade as a short-term trade. Okay, then it depends on the strategy that the traders they're using, but mostly we're looking for the reversal as a continuation with the sharp move. Okay, and what I see here mostly is a corrective move in relative to this. Maybe we get one more drop, because if we get one more drop, mostly we can see the divergence here. Now we want to see how we can look for chart. If we move to daily chart, the only thing is we want to see whether this one can turn to big and the price can consolidate here for a longer time, or we can get the reversal. And right now we're looking at this in relative to this. Just mean if we get any trade setup for buy for long term, this is what we're more interested. But if we move to forward chart, the only thing is even if you want to just put this one as a correction relative to this, how about if this one turn to a deeper move before we get the reversal? Because what I see here is a correction relative to this. Can we expect this one to give us one more drop? Okay, before we get the next move or not? Because how about if we put this one as a flat and this one is the start of the down move? Anyway, the best things is I'm looking for this as a correction relative to this, and we want to see the continuation for buy. But what I see here mostly, I feel it can give us one more drop before we get the reversal. That's why if you want to look for trade based on lower time frame, we need to be quite careful. Okay, as I mentioned, the only thing is we want to see whether this one can give us one more drop, because if we get based on 1 hour chart, we can get better confirmation for reversal. If not, then even if this is the start of the up move, how we can look for trade. Anyway, for me, I think if this one give me one more, this turn to a deeper correction, mostly we can expect the price to drop, and with the breakout of the previous low, it can retest 0.8 at least. Okay, then from there maybe we can look for reversal. The best thing is if this one give us one more drop, and in this case, if I move to 1 hour chart, and this is what we mentioned in my last analysis based on 1 hour chart. All right, because what we see here, maybe we can put this one as a flat for one move up, the price tag or around above the stop, then the price start to drop. Because if the price drop be the breakout of the previous low, I'm looking for 0.8, and at that times I will see the divergence. Then any reversal from there, it can give me better reversal. But right now, the way the price is reversing is really corrective. This is the reasons we can expect the price to continue to give us one more drop. But if there is a continuation, we can look for trade similar to the previous one. Every times we can get the short-term trade. We are not really interested for the short-term trade. We want to see the continuation as a short move. Okay. Anyway, we don't have any trade set up, and if anyone wants to trade from here for next move, it doesn't mean the price cannot continue. It can. But if anyone wants to look for trade, if I remove everything, for example, if they want to look for buy from here, technically we can consider as a short term. As long as we get into the profit, we start to manage it. Okay. Anyway, for me, I prefer this one. Give me one more drop before I take the trade. And whoever get the trade by having entry above this, since we see almost 6 to 7 hours, the price was consolidating. We mentioned within the first 2 hours, if there is no continuation, we take with the trade. That means they shouldn't be in the trade. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thank